For today's video, we're going to go over basic linear equations. Now, what we've been dealing with in all of our previous videos so far, and all of our previous classes, is we've been dealing with expressions. This is where we're formally going to define equations. And so, in short, and I'll use the text feature here, an equation in mathematics is a mathematical statement of equality between two expressions. Okay. Now, a simple example of what we mean by that is one sort of basic equation is 7x is equal to 2x plus 6. That is a basic equation in mathematics. Another one, and I will start using different colors for the variables here, is 14x minus 5 is equal to 28x plus 4. That's another example of a linear equation. Or just any equation, really. In this case, it is a strictly linear equation. And what a linear equation is in this case is it's only has one variable. So more particularly, and what we will be dealing with for most, or actually for a good portion of algebra, is we'll be dealing with linear equations, which have one variable. So I'll get another text box going for that. So linear equations, more precisely, have only one variable. Okay. And so they're usually what we think of when we see equations. For example, 5x is equal to 30. That's a linear equation. There's other ones, but that's another example. Now, when we're talking with equations, we also have to talk about solutions to equations. And so a solution to a linear equation, okay, a solution of an equation is a value that, when substituted for a variable in the equation, it produces a true statement. And so let's see an example of that really quick. So suppose I have the problem 4x is equal to 32. So 4x equals 32. And I want to know if x equals to 8 is a solution. Okay. In order to solve that, in order to find out if it is a solution, you're going to take 8 and you're going to plug it in for x. So we would have 4 times 8 is equal to 32. And so on the left side of my equation sign, I have 4 times 8. On the right side, I have 32. Multiplying 4 times 8 together, we get 32 on the left-hand side. And on the right-hand side, we get 32. And obviously, when we look at mathematics and we look at numbers, 32 is equal to 32. So that is considered a true statement. Okay. Since it's true, this is a solution. X equals 8 is a solution. Let's take our same problem now, and let's try x is equal to 5. So we have 4 x equals 32. And we're going to see what happens if we do x equals 5. Okay. So we'll plug in 5 for x. On the left-hand side, we get 4 times 5. On the right-hand side, we get 32. And 4 times 5 is 20. On the right-hand side, we get 32. And in this case, we see that 20 is not equal to 32. So what we'll tend to do is we draw a not equal sign in the middle. So 20 does not equal 32, which means this is false. Okay. So for this problem, 4x is equal to 32, x equals 8 is a solution, x equals 5 is not a solution. We're going to talk about two other things for this video. The first thing we'll talk about is the multiplication property of equality. Okay, so the multiplication property of equality. And I think this will make some sense, but I'll go over it anyways. And it basically, the property says that suppose we have two numbers, a is equal to b. Okay. If we have some n, some number n, that is not equal to 0, then a times n is equal to b times n. Okay. A very quick example of that is suppose we have the problem 4m equals 36, and we let n, which is going to be a new variable that we'll multiply both sides by, we'll let n equal 1 over 4. Because I want to get m alone, the way to get m alone is you need to multiply by the reciprocal of 4, which is 1/4. So I'm going to multiply both sides by 1/4. And so on the left-hand side, I'm going to get 1/4 times 4 is just 1. So I just get m on one side. And on the other side, 36 times 1/4 is 9. And that's my answer. So that's using the multiplication property of equality. If we multiply one side by a number n, we can multiply the other side by the number n, and we're still equal. We're not changing our equality. Okay, we can do that legally in terms of math sense. The other one that we'll work with is the addition property of equality. Okay, the addition property of equality is very similar. Suppose I have two numbers, a is equal to b. Okay. And suppose I have a number n. I can do the following. I can let a plus n equal b plus n. Or I can do the same thing but subtract and have a minus n equal to b minus n. I'll replace that n with better n. There we go. So it either works for addition or it works for subtraction. And a really quick example of that is suppose we have the problem x plus 6 is equal to 15. What I can do is I can subtract 6 from both sides. So I'll have x plus 6 minus 6 is equal to 15 minus 6. On the left-hand side, 6 minus 6 is 0, so I just get x. And then on the right-hand side, 15 minus 6 is 9. Didn't change my color. There we go. 15 minus 6 is 9. Now, in a lot more common terms, you'll see mathematicians do the following. I'm just going to rewrite the problem we had. We had x plus 6 equals 15. And what a lot of teachers will do, and a lot of people just in general, is they'll just say minus 6 down below, minus 6 to the other side, and then we just get x is equal to 9. It's almost, in a way, sort of trivial. Okay, that'll end today's video. For tomorrow, we're going to have some problems of linear equations to work through.